up.
She stuck a note on the screen door. Sorry, but I got to go. And that was all she wrote. Her mama's heart was broken.
Out of focus.
And that was all she wrote. So the story.
What's up, guys? It's Bailey from ECD Lax. Today we are dyeing a halo. That's it. We're dyeing a halo. Boiling water.
Yeah.
Well, Pro Blue. The only supervision of responsible adult keep out of reach of children. Do not use utensils for dye that are also used for food preparation. May irritate skin. Avoid eye contact. Wear gloves. I clearly haven't dyed anything in a very long time, so I think my plan is I'm just gonna wing it.
Sounds good.
We're just gonna do a little bit of this, a little bit of that. We have Lax Dip Lacrosse Head Dye Pro Blue. We're gonna attempt to make a little turquoise. Woo! Did you hear that?
Yeah.
We'll do a little bit of neon green with 3 E's. There's no scooper, so we'll just give it a little. I feel like when you're a little kid, you're doing like a science experiment with like lotions.
We're making potions.
Then this looks like, I will get this all over myself. This is Rit Pro Line.
Just take the scooper out of the...
That looks like it's gonna be purple, so only a little put it back. I'm sweating, I'm really nervous.
It is kind of hot in here.
Okay, we're just gonna do 5 minutes and just donk her in.
Donk. What's your guesstimate of what it'll look like?
I feel like it's gonna be clear. I don't have much faith in myself. I've only ever dyed Infinity, which is a different plastic than this. So I don't know.
You've never dyed a halo?
No. And I also heard that ions are really hard to dye, and the halo and ion are the same plastic. So I don't have much faith in this, but I think the Lax Dip helps.
Woohoo!
Okay, 5 minutes is up. This is what we're looking like. I think it did nothing. You know that meme where it's like, hope you're ready for nothing.
I hope you're hungry for nothing.
Back in it goes. Okay, 8 more minutes have passed. This is what we're looking like. It looks cool. I still think it could be darker. Really? I think we're gonna put it in for, I kind of feel like it's 11:10. I feel like we should leave it for like 20 minutes and come back.
Yeah.
Okay, what did we just do, 20 minutes?
Like 30.
Okay, 30 minutes later. Oh.
Womp womp.
Womp womp. How do people do this? I feel like from afar it looks
Clear.
I think we should add a little bit more water, give it a little bit more razzle dazzle to it, and then put it in for like an hour
Okay.
and come back after lunch. It's not terrible. It's pretty bad. It's pretty bad. Okay, I'm back. It's been like an hour and 15 minutes. Time to check it. I'm really scared. Okay. Oh. After literally an hour, it didn't take. I talked to one of the guys because I've never strung a halo before, and they said I need to use the color bomb, which we don't have right now. So come back for part 2 tomorrow when we get the color bomb, and I will recruit help.
And I think I'll be able to diagnose where the dye went wrong. Okay, so where it went wrong the first time, I think, is that Bailey used just the dye, which is just like, this Lax Dip standalone is just like your normal dye, Rit dye, which is great for dyeing normal heads, which you call like a nylon plastic head. But with this diamond plastic, since it's kind of more advanced plastic makeup, it's harder to get stuff to stick to it. So you need dye that has Lax color bomb in it, which didn't you see that I was talking? Basically, the Lax color dip, it's like this sticky adhesive that makes the dye stick to the head a little bit more. So these have already been mocked up with it in there. But if you want to do it yourself at home, you can just purchase this off of laxdip.com, and it gives like the full instructions on how to do it down here. It's very intuitive. But we're going to use the Royal Blue. This is a Bayou Classic, which is used for, I think, like frying crawfish and other seafoods. So about 30 minutes later, our industrial boiling pot, or water is boiling. It's really steaming in there. I think you call it like a roaring boil, or like a rolling boil.
Rolling boil.
Rolling boil. So we're gonna do a top fade. All right, we're gonna do a quick test to see how this head's coming along. Wash it off with cold water. Cold water pro tip. Dang. It's not much more blue.
Why didn't it do it?
I don't know. Okay, so normally you can just put the head straight in here and let it sit for about 3 to 5 minutes so it gets a really solid color. But because we want to get a fade, we need to prop the head in there and leave it for a little bit. So we're gonna put it into this mini trash can now that the water is still kind of boiling, and see if that works. We'll leave it sitting like that for about 5 minutes. Okay, we are back. So it turns out that this dye that I made with the Lax Dip Dye and the Color Bomb might not have been the best dye. There are some allegations. There's some accusations. Insert Rick Ross clip here saying accusations.
Accusations! These are not accusations. This is false accusations. And
but apparently it's not taking well. Some of the people have had issues with it. Don't know why. So we're just going to use some purple one that I know is surefire and stirred correctly with the normal Lax Dip Dye and the Color Bomb. So you can see here, this is the blue we got after leaving it in the blue dye over there for a little bit. It looks solid, but it seemed to be there was some error. So we're just going to do purple straight up. And this purple is like radiant looking. Come over here. You can like barely see it due to your height, but it is very purple. Now we wait, I'm gonna hold it here for a minute. Looking pretty purple. So it took 3 tries, but we got there eventually. Voila, what do you think?
Looks good.
So it took us 3 tries. 1 Bailey try, 2 Winston tries, but we got it. It takes a little bit of work to get this to work. But basically, get Lax Dip Dye, Color Bomb, read the instructions thoroughly, put it together, and then leave it in there for about 3 to 5 minutes. Fade, solid color, whatever you desire, and you'll get a result that looks like this. Customize your game a little bit. Dyeing sticks, always been my favorite pastime. Purple.
Now